Welcome back to more Woo Dirt Racing 24 career mode as we embark on the saga of getting the engine upgrade, which we're almost halfway there to. We'll definitely get more beyond halfway past Elm Creek no matter what. Hopefully. There's not much more else to show or talk about. Let's just get Elm Creek over with because I really hate it and it sucks. We just do not vibe at that track. So I want to get the vibe out of here and get that one over with as fast as possible. That's going to be obviously not a great time, 24th. I think we got like 31st here last time, so I think we just got as far as the B main, which is probably what's going to happen here. I'll be absolutely amazed if we could do better than that, but it just, I don't know. And it's just kind of the same thing every time we come back to this track is misery and frustration. I don't know why. If like in any car, it just never works. Just the corners are way too too short. The corners are way too short. You can't really build a run. I can't really use the outside. It's just kind of the same tangents. And it looks like we're not going to be good enough to get into the A main, which is not really a surprise. But we're close. I guess that's the biggest difference from last season to this one is, well, we have everything max out level 2, so the car is definitely better. But that's really about it. But it's still not enough, obviously. B main time, essentially. Need to see the prompt. Yep, B main, P4. I mean, starting P4 is not bad. Does that mean somehow we can get into the A main? That would be surprising. We're on the outside, obviously, which is not good. Can find a way down the bottom as quick as possible, and I don't do that at all, so that's unfortunate. I really wish I could make the outside line work, but it just never wants to work. It just doesn't grip up the way it should. Or something. I don't know. That's some contact right there. Almost wheel contact, but we're in the transfer spot. That's really all I should care for, and I fail to do that, which is very annoying. Leave it to me to throw away everything. And probably, well, I mean, that's a good exit. It's definitely a good exit. Clear that guy. He might try to get underneath me, but I think we're going to be okay. That's P4, where we started. And probably where we should, rightfully finish. So I like that. I've been doing a tactic of just smashing the brakes to get this car like low down and then turn. I don't know if that's really helping much. That's another typical AI wreck with 2 to go, and that didn't really gain us any spots. That just gives us, our entertainment yellow, even though it's a legitimate caution. But just also that guy to the left of me is running the same exact template scheme, so I guess we're running from like the same template scheme factory. So that's wholesome. We should probably be best friends. Okay, let's get back down to the bottom. Beautiful. Don't want to lose this, top 5 spot because of the restart. And that was a horrible corner. He actually benefited from that yellow because now he's P2. We might even get 3rd here because he's run up the high lane. But we somehow gained the spot. That's Robin's. Oh, no wonder why I like that guy so much. He has Robin in the name. That's perfect. I need a sim for him. Assuming it's a girl or a guy. I don't care. So, whatever, that's P3. And that gets us into the A main, I think, for the first time ever in Elm Creek history. For this series, naturally. I'm just happy to be here. Was not expecting to even make it this far, so there's some pros of the upgrades we did throughout the season from last year. I don't know if we're going to really do much more than that. It might be like a, sub 23rd place finish or something, but it'll be way better than before. Well, we actually gained a spot somehow. We actually passed Robinson. But, I mean, it seems like we might be able to get Diaz or something, or someone else. It's nice to not just get my door completely rocked. I don't know if this track's like a super heavy like suspension track or what, but it's definitely a lot better because last year we already had the engine upgrade, but we didn't have everything else. So I don't know if this is like a very like suspension dependent track. I can't imagine aero plays a monumental factor or anything, or chassis. I don't know, but this is impressive, and I thought that guy was the leader, but in fact it was not. In fact, that's the guy to the left of me, of Robbins, that tryhards up this series. We have P21, if that's where we just finished, that's acceptable. We might even lose another spot, but that might be for 2nd place possibly, and it is. Row Arc. Every time I think of Arc, I think of To the Arc from Marble Hornets. That's a dated reference, but to the 1% of people out there that get it, you're part of the greatest club ever. And also, that's a wreck behind me. I just saw that. in the peripheral vision of my eye, but yet it was not bad enough for a yellow, which is very shocking. But yeah, P21, that's 10 spots better than last time we were here, so that is a monumental improvement. I am okay with that. Oh, jeez. Well, that's a yellow, and that was... Actually, we gained a spot, so a wreck must have happened maybe in front of me? I don't know. The leaderboard is freaking itself out. Are we about to get boned of spots here? In fact, we do. We do indeed get boned 5 positions. For what reason, I don't know. But welcome back, scoring issues in the heart of Ignition, in the same vein as Ignition. So that's some bull honky right there. In fact, no. Well, now we're in a better spot because we're 19th. That yellow went from negatively affecting us to now positively affecting us, all in like the span of like a minute. Weird how that all played out. Oh, I really sent it in the corner. I'm glad I hit the brakes there because that was going to be a horrible send. But yeah, that's weird how that all played out. And that's now we're P18. I don't even know who I passed. There's so many cars just all over. 18th is that's a godsend. That's way back. I'll take a top 18. That for this track, in my track record with it, that is really a win. We escape out of here in so much better shape than I expect. I was expecting like a 30th place run. In fact, it was way better. It took some weird yellows and craziness, but that ain't bad. Naturally, the payout of this race is pretty yucky, but that's kind of normal. But the merch sold continues to grow. Gotta repair the engine, understandable. And the next race, I think, is Limaland again, so we usually do pretty good at that track. Let's actually think about the sponsor goals and not bone ourselves this time, because I guess the top 15 just is not realistic. So we should probably go with... Well, I can't even do that because they want me top. That's annoying. I guess we'll go with easy, but we're not going to achieve that. I mean, not like every single race, so that's never going to happen. But yeah, well, let's just go on to Limaland. Should be a good race, so I'm expecting okay. That was a really good corner. That's 17. That's actually not bad. That's pretty close to the goal time. And we're starting 5th in the Heat 1, so I think we're going to be we should advance the game pretty quickly, or at least easily. But yeah, that was... I don't know what's different now. I mean, last time we were here was literally just as I'm recording these in bulk. So I don't know what really changed, unless I'm just getting better at the game or something. I don't understand the explanation. Or maybe it's a little bit different because I had the sponsor goal to top 15 instead of top 10. Or something like that. I just completely threw away everything with that mistake. So that's just riveting. So it's a way to make this harder on myself for really no reason. But yeah, I don't know. Now we gotta fight, get this top 5 that we respectfully deserve. But it's gotta take a little bit of legwork to get there because Diaz has a little bit of ground on me. He's using the outside line. He's being smart. He's eventually get to the bottom lane for us to gain time. But I do think we are just a little bit faster, but with 2 laps, I don't think that's enough time. So that's annoying to do a B main. Because I think that should have been an easy A main entrance, really no problem. But mistakes unfortunately happen, even to the greatest of all greats. So yeah, we'll just have to go through the B main, rip them apart, dominate it, and then go into the A main. Or at least that's what I'm assuming is going to happen. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, would ideally like to not make that same mistake. I guess we'll just go up to the high lane like immediately. Someone's going to probably get to my inside, try a little bit. Yeah, they did. They picked up the cones from one heat to another, so I appreciate the maintenance on the track crew. But yeah, we're in the lead and everything's looking good, so this will be a nice casual B main dub. And there's our typical scripted yellow to try to make everything interesting in every aspect. I guess it just isn't an NASCAR thing, it's just in everything. I don't know, we were clearly going to win that. That's definitely a Martina Truex Jr. level incident, or Martin Truex, not Martin. I guess it is a Martina Truex Jr. issue, but that's her brother would have that same issue too. I don't know. Jesus H. Christ, that is my ass. That is very offensive, since I am a woman. Or even a man, that would be offensive too. That was just, I mean, that was just like trying to bump and run in a dirt car. I don't know, but they tried. They're trying to make me lose this somehow. But no, it'll be, in fact, my B main dub. I want to feel good. Starting 21st, that's not ideal. I think because of just being in B main and everything, it just makes it a little bit, makes the start a little bit worse. So really, like 4 spots worse. But should, at least in theory, be like a maybe top 15 car. Just gotta be careful in making all these passes, rubbing up against the wall because we're just that close to it. Carrying the momentum, everything's looking pretty normal. Everybody's just leaving me to my own devices up on the outside, which is nice. Don't want to get to the bottom, but yeah, this is very peaceful right now, especially when no one's in my line, so I can just really take advantage of all the exit speed run that I can get. So 17th and 16th are right there beside each other, and should be able to get by them eventually with just the momentum we keep garnering off the corner. And if we continue to keep doing that with no real major mistakes, 15th is at least possible. Closing in on 15th. Oh, little slide there to cut to the bottom because we were kind of carrying a lot of momentum there. It was like not a slide job. That was kind of cool that the AI did that. I was so amazed by that. I put myself in the wall. That was pretty neat. That was kind of cool how I got the spot back, and then he did all of that and got it. That was cool. I'll give you that game. That made me very excited. I just gotta do that all again to try to get that 15th spot. But it does seem like I think we are definitely a tiny bit faster. Oh, that's a freaking wheelie right there. But we're good. I don't feel any vibration in my controller, so the batteries are gonna die. But I think this game is normal to where it dies. It doesn't just, the controller just, it's not like on the PC where it just keeps you going and then the game doesn't pause automatically and all that. So Xbox got that over PC. Above all else, it's got that. And also, we're about to take 15th. We're going to slide up, get the spot. He might try to cross me over here in the next corner, but we're going to have to prefer lane. And there we go, P15 in the books. Took a little bit, took most of the race, but we got it. Point flag for the leader since we're a lap down now. But yeah, that was a pretty nice race. That's very refreshing for it to go green all the way, which is very appreciated. So I will take it. I'm assuming that was second place trying to pass me right at the last second, because they were really fast. Yeah, it is, because that was looks like the freaking Chad Little John Deere car. So yeah, that's really no complaints there. That was just a simple, normal, solid race. Good enough earnings, around 6,000 if I had to presume. Am I right? Just using quick math. Yep, 6,500. So $27 in sponsor goal. I'm confused on that, but I guess maybe it means maybe it wants sponsor goal. Maybe it's like up a lot more if you complete all of it in qualifying and in practice, I guess, which we only completed one of those, so I guess that makes sense. Smooth driving on all fronts, but we have to repair the tire damage. So yeah, I mean, we're almost getting there. It's just probably gonna, it feels like it's gonna take the rest of the season. I was saying earlier that it might take till like race 6 or 7. That's definitely not gonna happen. We got a new mechanic, so those will at least cost less in terms of repairs, so we will hire Brenda Milmore. Meliomore. Is the O silent? Is it hard? I don't know. Meliomere. Welcome, Meliomere. Why does it say unassigned? Okay, man, I am stupid. Yeah, welcome her. Sorry, Jeff Bohonda or Bohonda. You're now. He got paid for the year, so he's good. So yeah, let's get back to the race and repair the tires. I just backed out of the whole career mode. I'm stupid. Not the whole career mode, because I've done that twice, but I just backed out of this, so I don't know why I did that. I should get out a pen and paper and just write down like how much do you need to unlock, at least unlock everything in level 3 for each series, so I know how much to grind off camera. Because I would need some kind of, I would need to know that. It sucks I have to write that down, but then again, that's kind of in a, I don't think anyone's gonna do that except me. But I want to know an end goal, so I can just jump right into level 3 stuff. Because I'm kind of starting to see like, okay, with everything maxed out level 2. We're just like running 15th. That's like about as best as we can get. And I don't want to go through the same struggle like every single time. And if I can cheese it with just a lot of off-cameraing stuff, I will do that. Or at least something of that merit. Because if we're just going to be doing like multiple seasons of, or not multiple seasons, but just like 1 or 2 seasons of just, there's nothing more I can do. The thing we need to strive to get is just so far out of range that, I don't know, it gets tedious. Well, we got our goal time by like 2/10, which is very surprising. I don't know why am I liking Sterling County so much now? That was even faster. Well, not as fast, but like, I'm very impressed by that. I would love to do that in qualifying, because I think that pays out a lot more if you nail the time, the sponsor goal thing, so. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, it was, I don't know if that's... Oh, it was... Okay. 13th. I will take that. That, usually, the AI are way harder in qualifying than they are in the actual main, so this might be a potential top 10. I think this also means, too, when we get, like, a really, fully upgraded car, this thing is going to win at this track, like, easily. That's the way it's kind of feeling. But we're on the outside for the heat. We should be able to advance pretty easily into the main, I would assume. Barring, horrific mistakes or anything, but I don't know. I remember earlier in World of Outlaws 22 where I really hated this track, but it's starting to grow on me. So I very much appreciate it. I finished where I started, very uneventful, but I'm sure the A main will be very eventful. Oh yeah, this is one of the tracks too where, well, if you were starting up at the front, it would start you like mid-corner. That's kind of very awkward. But we were too far back for that to really affect us or anything. But we did lose a spot. I would love to finish top 10. But I feel like that's, probably asking for a bit too much with this car. If we just finish where we qualified, I think that's going to be just as good. Or that's a big... I was going to say it was a big wreck, but they kind of kept going as soon as I got there, so I was lucky because I didn't know where to go. For a split second there, that was like 3 cars stacked on top of each other. And why was there cars like 2 laps down I saw on the track map? Why am I 15th when I was actually 13th? That's some glitchy witchy problem wobblings right there that World of Outlaws 22 did not have. Interesting. That I feel like is patchable, so I hope that gets fixed eventually. We're right there with everyone. It took a couple laps to... Jesus Christ. Oh my God, he landed it. I need a replay of that. Because, my lord, I mean, it was violent how much he just flipped and he landed it too. Like, that was incredible. And the leaderboard is still glitching up. Am I going to be even in the right spot? I am now 10th. What is this NASCAR 8 random... putting you in random positions thing going on here? That's some kind of bullshit. I mean, I guess it benefited me, but that's not right. That's quite a major officiating error. That, God forbid, if that happened in real life, there would be riots. That's embarrassing. But that gift wraps us a top 10 through a bunch of shenanigans. Why is 22nd up here? Is he a lap down? Maybe because he's so damaged, he's just incredibly slow. I don't know. Maybe not. He's just driving right around me. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm very confused. Now he's slow again. What is happening? I'll take a 10th. I didn't even know the race was almost over. Was I a lap down? Did I not notice? Whatever. We BS'd the top 10 that we had no right of even having. Oh my God! This... Like, I need to see... I guess it wasn't as many flips as I thought, but... He clips it, does a flip, lands it. I mean, that was... that was insane. that was definitely the most wildest races I think I've had in this career mode. Of all places, Sterling not only gives us our original like best like top 15 finish, or I don't think it was our first top 15, but our best, well, our highest finish, the 13th, and then it gave us our second top 10, and it gave us really wild wrecks, and then it gave us officiating errors and broke stuff, and that was the only way we got 10th, because I think we're going to be like 13th or something. So I don't understand it, but I will happily take that and move on with some relatively decent payout. And the merch sold again just continues to grow. I feel like not that many races ago we were only getting like 600. Now it's almost a full 1,000. So yeah, I'm impressed by that. That puts us at 60,000. So we're only 30,000 away to getting the engine upgrades. So we're close. We're very close to it. I don't know how many more races it's going to take. I do think it's going to probably take the rest of the season, with a couple of races not paying as much, so that might affect it. I don't know. We got Eldora. Eldora, for whatever reason, we'll probably have a shot. Maybe get into the A-main, which I don't think has happened yet. I guess we'll see, but that's for next episode. So I guess that does it for me. We're doing a lot better in the points. Well, just by a few spots compared to last year. We're running like, I think it was 19th. If you look at the last season, I think it was, 19th. So a little bit better, because now we're having a full season with everything at level 2, so slight improvement, not a huge improvement, but definitely nothing's going to compare from like season 1 to season 2. The jump was from like 30th to like 19th, and now it's going to be from like, 19th to 15th possibly, so yeah. Each year definitely getting better, and hopefully by the end of the season we'll have enough to upgrade the engine, and then everything else in terms of the upgrading, like the levels, will be a lot lower than 9,000, so I don't know, I guess we'll see, but that's going to be, I do think this is going to take like 4 or 5 seasons at this rate. This might be like the only season where I show like everything in its entirety, and then the rest will be just a lot of off-cameraing just to get to level 3, level 2-ish tier stuff or something, because I gotta, that's like the only way I'm going to be probably, at least that's the way I want to format it, because the original I showed everything, and it got miserable doing it in that manner. So for the sake of my sanity, I'm going to probably do it that way. But I will let you know how that all goes off camera and everything. And if something doesn't, like something insane happens, I'll record the replay or something and talk about it, because I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we get to it. But that's it for me. I'm done. See you all next episode. See you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.